life. Eh? What?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Darling, why?
Okay. Welcome to episode 8 of Hooked on You, the second part of Huntress. I'm gonna do day 2 on this one, and then get closer. We only got one more love interest left. We got what's his name? We got Raph. Let's go. See how this one goes. You open your eyes, the sun is shining and there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even surprised of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait. You're on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You're really here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, you know? Click, click, click. And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster. Carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. Thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Yeah, it's not suspicious with that cloud over the top of it. Trickster. Suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you good luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budget issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want him to ask how to reach the other island, never mind, he laughed. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, you don't want to drink that. Wait, I said it wrong. No, wait, don't drink that. No, wait, don't drink that. No, don't. No, wait, don't drink that. There we go. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on the skateboard. You definitely get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone else casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to. Not an eternal present. And make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithm. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So we can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did possibly ominous, unreadable narrator just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not a parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of. Turn at this point. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an internal punishment of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can get a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review, if it was crafted with love and that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent and whatever possible start the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing those elaborate simulations, vacations is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those ventures to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry. You should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Kim. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? I'm not suspicious there's no option. Let's try that. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. We're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey Claudette, maybe Kim isn't suspicious because he figured out what they're actually doing here. Zero chance. They're still clicking. Even right now to see how you respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. Doesn't matter though, Kim. I'm so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Kim. Do you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you like to sign this non-dispartment agreement? Now he's got to say yes, because who knows what the shit and nerd will do. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Kim, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Yes, Kim, it's totally cool if you have constructive feedback. Please believe that is in a positive review, because we all know that no one reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see that Delight and Claudette have gone into a trance. Grumbling, I hear from your belly. That can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Okay, save again. I don't have to, so yeah, that's good. I traveled for good. So it's not in the way on 25. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls in the dining area to load up those sexy little bellies with pancakes, bacon, and so much for maintaining those beach bods. They're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. Take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty Going through puberty again. Except one day on a beautiful, mysterious island. Do not want to repeat all the friendship ending I got from Spirit first. Okay, let's go. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trevor stands up to talk about his day went. In case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Haha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Oh, that was bizarre. Back to Brack. Nope. Now Huntress steps to talk about her feelings. I feel a tingling inside my arm on a heart. Something I had never felt before. Almost like feeding right before I go in for it. But softer, warmer. Sounds like that could be love, or maybe just ingestion from all the raw meat she had last night. Well, that surely must be it. No one else will really stand up during breakfast to, And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm too much dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you already left me alone yesterday, to be my best non-constantly annoyed self, I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. I'm glad that introduction. Yes. And yeah, that was quotations. Don't distract me from my normal routine. Ignoring me, ignoring all of you, and vice versa. This place is an eternal punishment. The suspicion, suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. I'm asking questions too. It's when will Brave shut up? And now they're looking at you. Expectingly, wait. You're supposed to get up and explain how you feel yesterday. Well, how yesterday made you feel. I need to process everything myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn. What a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy, true to life experience. Shame you don't get to eat any breakfast. But so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess that is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of those horrifying killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the bullshit. No. Stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea those two even. Whatever it is they're doing, I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh, wow. Look at the super cool bottle of Trickster brand Suntown lotion. Suntan, not town. Hand lotion. Somebody left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting, but it has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here. And that I could hear you, well, you know. You know what? What do you think we're doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you're doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right place, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe the key is finding the exact place where we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is the appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we... Me? Him? Dwight? You don't need to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I definitely follow your entry notes. And our 5 minutes is up anyway. I'll do that again because it's so funny. I noted all our entries. 5 minutes up anyway. Good luck. Yeah, going to need it. And hey, you figure out how to escape this place. Make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A Craig-amity. Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting to me. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soaking up in the heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first? Aside from the disturbing thought, all is going to plan until the shadow blocks your precious sun. A spiked shape like a palm tree is bending over to screw at you. But it's not a tree at all. It's... Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everybody's getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What was that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dope. No one should eat before 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermediate fasting. You've seen my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. You play your cards right. Could give you a private show. Catch you later. His abs are amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blow up bed. Threatening but adorable. Makes it for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not the best friends just because we had a little talk about doing a little talk. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Now that that guy is gone, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, relax, take some slow breaths, and nope, another shatter. Shadow. These people not leave you alone? Let's see who it is this time. Ah yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty close lately. Well, pretty cozy. You should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet. No, that's quite out of the way. No one would be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. That doesn't sound intriguing, but immediately a flood of worry floods your brain should you pick a panic cleaner. Should you pack a picnic? Bring a swimsuit? Pocket knife? You decided to bring as much as you can. Make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on this beach with nothing but the clothes on your back. So you've got nothing together. Are you sure you're ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Huntress. You look at the towering goddess. And try to form a sentence when suddenly, before you decide if you want to go off with her, trap her in her dress. I demand you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet when you can have everything you ever wanted? Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked into pieces for saying the wrong thing. Say it again. It's always good to remember those are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Then die. Horrible. Retching. Breathing death after drinking it. Because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really gotten me. Oh, don't twist her. Tilled up. So who will then? Of course, we gotta go to our Huntress. That's who we're working for, so come on. I gotta go with Huntress. I like that reaction. You and Huntress make your way to this secluded beach house. Your heart thrumps in your chest. Don't look up. Thrumps. It's a real word, I swear. There are nerves of excitement or terror. Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and horror? Huntress is quiet as a mouse. She guides you through the island coast. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat. All muscles, silent leaps across the thorny bush. She halts suddenly, and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you're a cabin in the woods, observatorium. Nearly all horror films and stories, and you come here willingly with the fearsome killer. Great job. This cabin, well, the cabin is cozy. Something seems off about it. But you can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you, her bunny mask cloaking her head. Basically, cocking her head to the side, trying to gauge your reaction to it. Are you going to invite me in? What? You need an invitation? Are you a vampire? No. Oh. Is it just me, or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't pick her for a lover of the thing. But hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy. Exactly. Definitely not up to code, but definitely has homey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. Cinderella chandelier made of bones hanging directly from the ceiling. And a collection of trinkets lines the mantle. Something tells you that people who once owned those things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress' next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? Okay, so we'll go with this. Are you a hoarder? Why do you need so many watches, umbrellas, and all those things? People's reading glasses? I probably miss them. And keys? Goodness, the keys! It's a bit much, isn't it? Huntress lightens up. She's excited that you know what all those random things are called. I so badly want to know why humans carry around so many particular experiments. It's a bit much, which means I've got plenty to share. Here, take this. Ooh, it's a gate with a skull on it. She gives you one of her precious shiny objects to keep. No one's gonna talk about how Huntress doesn't know what a key is. What a key is, but does know the word accountant? Accountant. Okay, move on then. I can't wait to go treasure hunting. You can find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone seems like they have an interesting backstory and whatnot. A little gossip. What are you playing, Anakin? Huntress counters centers this for a beat. She seems to have two models, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. What are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses. But before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the tarmat. Infested floor. Termite. Why say termite? Termite. Infested floor and falls into your arms. You're not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy this moment in... Oh, there's the crabs. Oh no, it's an attack. A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. Okay, this is the crabs that they were talking about on that other one when they were talking about if you played Huntress ending, you know about the crabs. This makes sense. They race at you. And Huntress in swarms, clicking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? Oh yeah, I need to bring that up. I completely forgot. Wait. Okay, now let's see what the options are. Shaska. Yeah, that sounds like that'll work. You quickly reach out and grab Shaska off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know that a Shaska is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something like that. Back to Huntress, you both whack away at the attacking cretins. Crustaceans. I'll not say cretins. Crustaceans. Managed to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you go miss swerve away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? The Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her axe. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy that you're not the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. That was ponderous. Look on her face again. Join her on the couch. Old man, sometimes near-death experience really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I really want to start a family one day. How about you? Okay, we know the answer to this after doing Trapper's Ending. This is definitely one we know. The answer has to be... Of course. Of course, I love kids. I would love to be a parent one day. Just smiles. I'd love my dear mother so much. I can't wait to have that little special relationship with my own daughter one day. Teach her everything I know. And I wouldn't be killed by some horrible elk. What were you like as a kid? I try to imagine this giant as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress cackles, laughs quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We'd hunt to survive. Then went back to the cottage. Mother would tell me stories and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from this. Somewhere like this. I suppose I fully achieved what Shira wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful warm. And everyone's so attractive. Like thirst traps. Glory. But I don't get the feeling that something is coming. But don't you get the feeling that something's coming for us? Oh no, she's on to you. But on to you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmare. Visions of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight. Vacant stares that spell some sort of hypnosis. I just gotta say, totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you been here? Do you remember anything about why we might be here? I've been having those dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from near the edge. Near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. What a bottle? Thankfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Dwight and Claudette bust in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement. Oh god, this part again. But it needs to happen back at the beach. You arrive at the beach and realize that you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true. Exactly like the voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing. Okay, so this is a hint that lets you know they can't hear the narrator. Okay. We're forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Uh-oh, Trapper. I didn't expect Trapper. He emerges from the water. In slow motion. He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. Also, he's holding his breath under there this whole time waiting for his cue. That's commitment to a bit if I've ever seen it. I heard you spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about containment? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Thinking of how cozy we can get in the snow. 12-bedroom. I forget. It's Chetsu, right? Chetsu. Jacuzzi. Why did I say Chetsu? It's jacuzzi. What am I talking about? One of those pools is half indoor, half outdoor. But nice, warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Trapper, wow. Wow, Trapper is the real deal. And by real, I mean you really by deal. I mean devil. Plus, you really want to hunt for food for the rest of your life with me? You get both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Okay, straight up. If anybody was a 90s kid, you know what this as if sounds like. Straight up. Like, come on. You gotta know Clueless. Clueless. You have to know Clueless. This is so funny. I actually get to do this. That's something I never thought I'd do in my life. Ugh, as if. That ain't the life for me, bro. I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks. Very cool. This guy is totally douche snizzle. Try hard much. He's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brand shaming? Shining, brand shaming? A cleaver at you? Brandy shaming. Oh my god. Oh, my tongue is twisted. Real bad. Okay, that's better. He was brandishing clear at you, brushing. You know, instead of just sitting here all day and waiting for my brain to work, I'm just gonna go with that. Brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit. He is. Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into a quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. You run back to the huge arms of Huntress. She hugs you tight. So tight you think you feel the life leave your body for a moment. But it hurts so good. What? You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate that someone's giving me their totally honest opinion, even if the opinion makes me want to carve out their liver. And butt wiping comment, that's not what I meant by clean up after you. But I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home. Trapper leaves you. You turn to Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the water. That's pretty weird. Now Trapper leaves you, and you turn to Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the water. It's pretty weird. Just gonna stay in there all night? Shall we continue our day? Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you remembered the way, but it looks like the forest has completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not get lost down here. Can you believe this guy? Classic sharp. Classic sharp. Pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you choose me, though. I don't think we've explored all that there is between us yet. She winks at Buddy Mask. Eye scoops up into her back. She runs through the woods with you piggybacking her. Wow, piggybacking her? That's pretty wild. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for your mighty woods woman as she races by, like the lead from the famous teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. Twilight reference, gotcha. Wee. Eventually, she gently lowers you to the ground and takes you in your surroundings, wooded, clearing the forest. That's hilarious, though. You actually get to ride on her back like, oh, my way, wow. She pantses about like a little deer in mid-dew. I'd like to come here. Sometimes I clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite slaughter. Don't you think they're so cute? Slay, but I see right through them. They're just assholes. Great with hot sauce. Huntress hears wrestling drift off to find its source crouching down like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come again? No idea. You have no sense of direction. Your sense of direction is all off. Guess it knows. Okay, let's save this. A milk florist always floats in the air, leading your ears like upon your ears like syrup honey. Come find me. Okay. Ooh, I definitely. Oh no, I can't save here. Okay, so now we just gotta follow her voice. That's how we do it. Oh, okay, it's this game. Shoot. Okay. Oh no, this one's bad. Darn it. I did not do good on that game at all. Honestly, that was so fun. You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. It takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Wow, that's a lot of hours. Hey, do they say that? That was fun. I keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but it's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, terrible things happen. Okay, no. What terrible things would happen? I don't know. Okay, so like what? Like what? Sometimes I find young girls in the forest, little perfect angels that need my protection. Sometimes I turn my back from them. They wind up dead. Mamas. That got dark, but you feel like Huntress would admit this to just anyone. Oh look, Claudia and Durant. Dwight, not Durant. Coming back. Hi back, huh? Okay, we swear we're here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. Just time for dinner. come get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. Oh no, you're really feeling it this time. The whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle rubbing in. It's time to get back to business. All the, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do that gag where we all cram them on the screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here. And they're just as sexy and demanding as you remember them. I'm just saying demanding, I don't care. With your love on the line, everyone's very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that those 4 are falling for you. No, not just because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding on to your heart. She throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder Island, but hey, letting them have one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. Heaven knows they won't do any better than that. I clearly need to do a little bit more to be part of this group, or I'll forever be alone. However, I don't eat, and I don't like being alone, so I'll take that all back. Oh wait, however, I don't eat, and I like being alone, so I take that all back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktails. Well, cocktail. I say cocktails because that's usually what people say. I saw a movie once where ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into a haunted synchronization dance. And I'm still working out how they did it. You mean beetle? Kim, stop him from saying it. Beetle shrimp. The most rare, delicious type of shrimp. Beetle shrimp. Is that some kind of... Is this some new species? Because I hunted many beetles. And many shrimp. Never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got a hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon to forget. Also, something to do with dancing. I wasn't going to say anything that dumb. No, I was going to say... Excuse you. Now you're saying trapper. You've done all you can do. You've done all you can. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to narrate us out of this somehow. Hold on. You're afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost because I hate to break it to you, but it's a bit late for that. Then a giant forestry swoops down and drops a severed head on the table. distracting everyone. Trappa. I did that. Trappa. Trappa. Hey, I've never seen this particular shepherd head before. Wait. What? This time I'm being honest. Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We got to be careful about which culture references we mix up with is all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? An interesting day, that is for sure, but will you describe each other's or say too much or too little and it affects your standing with the group? Okay. Okay, just don't sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Okay, so tell with the brush of death. Let's go. Today was nuts. We went to Huntress's cabin. Secret cabin. Killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I fell asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crashing crustaceans. That would never happen on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kind of crabs. I have a little bit of a cough for that other kind. Do you want Claudette bring out dinner? Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait. No, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. It's impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. The tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate. Take your napkin and dust the crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Okay, so I can actually be nice to them this one. Thank them. Your top-notch service is appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwilling. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret it. How I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire is illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire? I mean, not my eyes because of childhood. The trauma involving fire? Everyone starts moving forward. The fire pit. If only to get away from Rafe. It's complaining. Okay, almost done with data. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire against your skin and waiting for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will tell the story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in your mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always happens to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a good sign. Oh, cool. Now everyone is staring at you. So, do something. Should I pick a story or could we play charades? Boggly? We're actually thinking, why don't you tell a story? Wraith points at his spine, skull, staff, thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Okay, let me save right here, because I think it's just one more line and then you have to pick a story. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now, you can't tell if it's warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here. Rafe, Kim is about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Yeah, you gotta tell the story or I'm going to have problems. Sure, I'll tell. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Oh, okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Let's do romance. I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die, foaming at the mouth. Or two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same woolly. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her. Major. It's woman studies. I said majority. Major. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? Oh, it's so sweet. Exactly, they learned a lot about love from them. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now that you've gotten their attention, each killer is fiercely attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on the headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story, but I don't mean to insult you, but it actually was quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. What else would you like to hear a story from tonight? Look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. So we're on a Huntress route, we gotta go for Huntress. Huntress, you seem to be rare to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods, waiting for a horrible, mythological. My mother once told me a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost, running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot. I'm invested. They sang haunting melody. They made their way down the hill, inviting the wind. Enchanted by the music, the young men followed a parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him, smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached out for his hand. The others began to play music, flutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The nuns began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of this mysterious woman. The twilight darkened into the night, and the man grew weary. But when he tried to start moving his feet, he found that he could not. Help! I cannot stop dancing, he cried to the nearest woman, slender woman, green hair. She drew near him, saw her features distort into something hairy, her features distort into something horrifying. She was bloated, and an eye hanging around her socket, skin the color gel, a ruska, her true self. You'll never stop dancing, she screeched at him. My sisters and I drowned in this lake by a man of your regiment. Consider this your punishment. The man cried out, but it wasn't me. Someone must pay, said the Ruska, her voice filled with the briny minutes. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke. His heart gave out. The dance of death. The silent beat everyone takes in. Morbid ending. It was not battlefield. Ruskas are fertility goddess. If a woman stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with fruitful womb. Probably some candy for the road. Does she really think it's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off the individual installments, building a greater sense of communion between the audience and creator. Tell me, Kim, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We actually don't care. We're just here to make sure that this seemingly moves on to the next segment of this evening. Oh god, my tongue's dry. God forbid my small talk get in the way of romantic twilight. I'm gonna need you to shut your yep trap. You know we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have a fun night. Try not to wink end up dead. Why would you say the word wink out loud? What kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the incident. And you do know that all of those people are despicable criminals with a double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a premeditator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone trash talking? Spirit, deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this blood off while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? He's enough of talking of burns and things that are lit or getting blazed. That's enough. Those activities have to be set next to a literal fire. I must be surrounded by the figurative flames as well. Whoa. It felt like I skipped something. Click something. Ah, God. I felt like I skipped something. It did. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's go back. I got it. What if we turn away and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those springy legs, you'd probably tired before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded in this after, they should obviously join. Have you seen those legs? Pure power. Not that my walking speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly, more stealthy reasons. It's my own choice. Clearly logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other? Creating drama. I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to your fabricated problems. I'm sitting here in the shade drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain Novabilia printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be unappealing as possible. Does it really turn everyone else on, or just me? Despite Trapper's insufferable appetite, it seems his attention all along was the attention of everyone else. It still lies on you for the moment. If I could, I don't know if If you could, I don't know, pick just one of those, maybe we can all move on with our lives. You know, some special projects we might have going? You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a lot of chances to date like this before your time on Murder Island comes to a close. Oh no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show, boom, happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're going to exclude Trickster because, that guy? Huntress, let's go. Huntress? I know I had a feeling you'd pick. You've got a good taste. Just don't say that much. I'm considering eating you. She licks her lips. She eyes you up and down. Never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in my life before. What have you got yourself into? Let's get over to the bar. I'm going to make you something special. Okay, this should be fun. You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar. And when you arrive, you find an argument of arts and craft supplies? Are those taxidermy tools? Cool, cool, cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. Wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly, enthusiastic. You're always terrified she might snap. Bubbly enthusiast. Oh, okay. Let's go. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. Oh wow. Huntress hands you a seemingly normal cocktail. If one were to drug you in some sort of state, which you could operate on, those flavors would actually hide the poison. You look around and consider, is there anything to live for besides becoming Huntress' little toy? And the conclusion is, bombs away. You pounded that drink. It was quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present, a mask. What would you do? What you'd be into that? Would you be into that? Of course, I've always admired yours. What would you like? It can be a dog, even though I know you like them. There was this ex. They're really into Dobermans. Like, too into them. It's a long story. So it says, angler. Anglerfish? That would be interesting. A mask with a light dangling off of it? A big, scary, fang teeth? All better to see in the dark when I go out with my evening hunt and chop my prey to death. I'm talking about anglerfish, baby. That is such a cool idea, badass. Yeah, I know, I'm full of cool ideas. I don't even know where that came from. Probably like clouds or something. Well, I know what I'm going to do all alone in my skin pajamas. She winks at you. Huntress winks at you. Let's see. Yeah. You should just, like, get out of here. Yeah, that sounds good. Those drinks are making me pretty sleepy. We should, like, get out of here. Maybe go directly into your bed. No, that's not how tonight goes. I mean, it's not how it's supposed to go. Not yet, at least. Haha. Scoot. Cootie kids. Soon. Huntress, you got a lot of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us? Something you're passionate about. Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors. Maybe just a thought. Making more masks or wait, making matching gloves? No, you little jokester. I'm thinking of different. Our victims die fast, medium, slow deaths, depending on the murder. Another round of be careful what you wish. Oh wait, it's not her. No. Another round of be careful what you wish for. On Murder Island. I need your help on doing something in a different place entirely? You read my mind. Meet you there. I'm thinking about mixology. You know mushrooms. I pick a lot of them. And I'm very which one's great for gravy soup, which makes you super dead. I'll show you two mushrooms. You point at the one safe to eat. Okay, that sounds easy enough. Correct. It's called Black Trumpet. Ba-boom-da dish. Ba-boom-da dish. Next up is a very easy one. I'm sure you're mad. I'll point at one that won't result in instant death if you're heated. Yellow, let's go. Correct. It is Cermelon. Certain. I've heard of that one. It sounds fancy and tastes fancy too. It's like a certain someone I know. I bet. Num num. Final question. Which one would jump for joy? Which one would make you die? Vomit until you die. Green. Correct. Green. Cracky Ruska. I'm sure it looks moldy, but you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its grass green cap. Not everything is exactly as it appears in first glance. That was fun, right? Like flexing a little more than just my biceps for you. Alright, let's see here. Tabulating is good. Yeah, it's tabulating. Perfect start. That knowledge is gonna come in handy if you're stranded on an island for much longer. What can I read it? Oh, she claps her hand. I appreciate spending time. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other kids are very annoying, but it means a lot to spend time with that voice from getting like myself. They're all hot, aren't they? They are hot, aren't they? Who would you sleep with if you could? Come on. Mary, Hunky, Pinky, push off a cliff, Rafe, Trapper, Spirit. Huntress cackles. I say cackle chuckles. Damn. I would kill Rafe because I'd probably kill him by accident anyway. Smashing his head. Just reaching for the salt on the lunch table. Hanky Panky, Spirit because she seems really very bandy. Mary Trapper functionally because he's probably the one who could survive my cabin and make himself useful in any scenario. I'd be very upset. How about you? Kill them all. Wow, that is the answer? Wow. None of them. None of them are you, so they all have to go. Kill, kill, kill. Huntress swoons a little. We're here. Got it. And away are gathering everyone on the island. Beach tropical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're only one who can hear me. Okay. Gang all gathers again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you're sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi. Feels like it's been here a lot longer than that, actually. So late, the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean, you get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of proper narration. Don't. Good thing you've used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mongrel, basket, case, cycle bunny, you know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for the new type of game. Pitch your dream date. See who Kim chooses. Ready for a round robin? How does round are you talking? No, not to eat Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they plan for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why would you go on? Why? Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with. Then you can go back to reading your book. Stop talking. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively? Damn it. You gotta watch your words with those people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God and die and be reborn anew. Is that it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayons with Trapper or dig something, whatever mysterious with Ray. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god will be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then. Hydrate tonight if you want to hang with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable only in polite society, but with the narrative of this in-world event. And also, the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Yes, thank you. I'd love to. So Kim, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me or be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck probably, but I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. If you're not a maggot, also anyone, even confident, sexy ladies in a bunny mask better stay the hell away from my yacht. Sorry, anyway? Brave? Oh, well, I don't know. I prefer to just tell Kim privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with those game mechanics. What if I could just whisper it to him? Rape Cinder considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, he lowers his voice to barely an audible whisper. Tomorrow we'll have to find my bell. And then I can tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we'll really bond over. We'll really bond. The kind of thing where we will really bond. Maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You're done, is that it? Rave nods and nods proud. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it away from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning a nice atmospheric breakfast on a yacht. Don't worry, Chapper won't even know that it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then, oh boy, a great adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell ya, it's primo stuff. And if you don't mind, I'm going to start preparing. It's clear that you're already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Another... And time up, everyone. Gosh, you need to dream about those options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now, go dream about all those swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget something? Oh gosh, how could we forget before you run off to slumber peacefully? There's one more thing to do. No, reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without slinging out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of psychological break and giving him a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just finding out about it. Come on, the signs were there. You just don't read them. Welcome to Murder's Island. Murder's Island. Now it's time to eliminate one of the killers. Ooh. It's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of those sexy silencers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who is it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic, because it's surprising, because it's a classic reversal of fate. It will hurt someone's feelings, someone dangerous. What's it going to be, Jim? What's your thought process here? It seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats. And here, she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Rap, he'll cry. Although, I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay, but when you start seeing her from behind every turn, what you're trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss, so which sociopath are you eliminating? Let's see. Okay, now let's see. Who am I going to choose? We're going to choose Rafe. Because who's going to be the next one we're going to date anyway, so why not? Look, here. Look. I'm here and horny, and I'm not really getting a positive reinforcement from you, Wraith Deepo. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person. How I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know, a kiss, wink. Hold my hand, finish telling me all about this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Or better yet, don't. Wraith raises. Taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you'd be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in me and humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it has. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There's no hope. There's no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Pretty badass move. I was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind. Because, of course, they're receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Kim, but when this is all over, they'll never sleep alone again. That's right. We're sending your eliminated player home with their own mostly new trickster body pillow. The next best thing to trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because we tried it. That's right. This is Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight. You're my hero for what you accomplished. How can you sleep knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean knowing there's a literal homicidal maniac hate you so close by. How can you sleep tonight, knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule. Wow. What a crazy way to end the day. Elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it, but I have thick arms and legs. I can't help if I have thick arms and legs that go on until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. And you never know what's going on when you come as mine. But I like my odds for tomorrow. It's sort of fun waiting for love. Not for food or vengeance, but a chance. I know I said things when Kim kicked me to the curb. And I want to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. Not what I said, though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. What would I say things? How would I say things are going? A matter of perspective. Kim's goal is to impress me. Things are going poorly. But if Kim's goal is to get themselves killed by doing an amazing job, I did think there was a chance I might get eliminated. Yeah, I did. Did I care? I got eliminated? Not even a little bit. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little bit. Does the volume of words I'm sending about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, validated by those around me? Nah. What? You're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing's pretty cute though. Charming, low budget, old school. Marketing vibes. Kinda wish I wasn't busy right now. I'd definitely be down with the reality style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my album upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing those private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes are gonna have to come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers hang out. Fully licensed. No legal drama. Lawyers take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking about my favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably couldn't even mention them, like don't say it. Look, we get it. You're in popular demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm Trickster. See you around, Kim. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know? You do? Yes. Seriously? They do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, no, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? God, this thing's getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's get this over. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? Oh no, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional. Time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have anything to confess. We were just working our asses off for 2 days straight. We wanted to sit somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think Ocean peed on it. How's that you know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I got something to confess. Oh great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in 2nd grade. You cheated on an algebra test once. Watching Raph get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral case of pain that my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every time that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, those sweet sugary drinks sounds like fun for a long weekend, but not eternity. This unrelenting wrath, rhythm of crushing waves, wailing seagulls, it's like a crescendo song of an evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. Please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was way too end. Yikes, that was a weird way to end. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? Let the camera roll long enough? Someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Okay, so we'll end it here. Let's save. So I always like to have a done. Okay, and we'll be back for episode 9, the final part of Huntress. I hope you all enjoy, comment, like, and subscribe for more. Enjoy's members if you want me to play any other dating sim games. I am always looking for good recommendations. The comments feed with good recommendations. See y'all soon. Bye bye. Peace out. Much love, everybody. Bye bye.
Huh? Your Worcestershire sauce? What about it? What? How did you figure that out so suddenly? Then I shall... What? You handed over your reality to her? For a singular smooch? Are you mad?